Welcome everyone to another episode of pretty much my tank series. In this episode, I'll make something different and talk with you about how to make gold in a passive way and also in an active way. Today we'll be discussing how much gold you can make per day with pretty much doing nothing, as well as what can you do to make as much gold as you can in a day. In the background, I'll also be playing on my tank account. For now, I'll just be following the main quest line. So I made some math for pretty much what you can get in a single day of passive income. And what I mean for passive income is what I mean in farm, construction yard, furnace, hunter's lodge. All these items that are situated on your island. And for the active income, I would say fishing, stone, cutting, gathering, mining, dungeons are all a good way of making money. So I'll start off with passive income to talk about. I'll also bring up the sheet that I used to calculate everything. That way you guys stay with me on my math. Guys, remember my buildings for my main character are all level 11. So if you have higher than level 11, you will naturally end up having better results. You can have 24 crops for 5 hours of waiting time. I, as a player, would normally collect my crops 3 times a day without any watering, without me watering my plants at all or asking anybody else to water my plants. This would end up giving me 72 crops per day gathering. So I would wake up in the morning, usually at 8 in the morning, collect my crops, put them back, come back for lunch, collect my crops, put them back, and then before I go to sleep, collect my crops and put them back. If you water your crops times, you, your friends, your tribe members, that will remove 1.5 hours. That will make your crops be 3 hours and 30 minutes. That means you can usually fit 1 extra gathering per day. That results in 96 crops a day. Usually I just plant mushrooms because everybody forest too, and it's very needed. You can do pretty much any other one, but I'm doing mushrooms right now, so it's easier to calculate, and I'm pretty sure mushrooms have the highest price of them all. There's also like pumpkins and carrots, they're good, and there's like low in the market. So if we have 96 gathering per day, and also remember what I'm doing math with is level 1 crops. You can get level 3 crops, which pretty much double your price in the value. We said 24 crops, 5 hours, 3 times a day, 72 crops. If you water it, you get 96 crops, and then 1 piece of shroom is usually 15 gold. It can go higher, it can go lower. I just took the average, and if we do the math here, plus the tax, that would bring us around 1,000 gold for 72 crops. And if we take 6, that would put us on 1.3k gold a day. And that's only from farming, which is pretty good, I'd say. I mean, you just log in, collect your crops, and then at the end of the week, you would have around 700 crops, and then you'd sell it for about 10,000 gold. That is for farming. Next, we have construction yard. Remember, I don't have all the buildings. I am missing the building that makes, what do you call it, the honey. I do not have the building, and instead I have everything. So you'll have to bear with me for this part of math. Construction yard, every 24 hours, my level 11 construction brings me 44 bricks slash planks. This is the thing. I'd also recommend you guys to gather your own materials. That way, you'll end up earning more gold. Everything I took here in consideration was without buying any resources from the store. It'll take you like 5-10 minutes to collect all this resources necessary for your 24 hours for construction yard, and that's pretty much it. What I'm trying to say is calculate you buying the product on store, because it's just a lot more easier for everybody. Next, following up, we have the average brick price is 50 gold. On the other hand, the plank price is 32. So for this one, I took the brick price. If we take that times 44, which we get in one day, that puts us 2,200 gold. Tax, we get around 2,000 gold a day on my construction yard. And the furnace for 24 hours, same thing, is 16 ingots. 16 ingots, one ingot is usually 60 gold. 60 gold times 16 is 960, and 960 is 874 after the tax. So that's per day that you get from a single furnace. That's what I get. Anyway, following up, we have the Hunter's Lodge. Same exact thing for the leather per 24 hours per day. But this time the leather is a bit more expensive. It is 100 gold. And that results in 1,456 gold per day doing nothing. But I mean, usually I don't consider you buying the leather off the market and then placing it here. In my head, you already collected the leather and you process it. Also, you have the 3 buildings that give you stone, wood, and beads, and that's around 500, 600. Really depends on what you're actually getting. 500, 600, like gold. It's not much, but it's still something. So the total would be 6,142 gold per day. Pretty much doing nothing at all. Also, if you have 100 activeness, that's poorly. I'll just put active. If your activeness is 100, it gives you 1,000 gold. And if you have the rebate investment, that gives you 1,000 more gold on top of that. But I mean, this, you can easily get it by doing dungeons on the realm, which everyone does every single day. Also, you can go from 40,000 to 60,000 depending on how much you actually pay attention to the game, because I was watching movies and just music, really just doing anything but fishing. And depends also, if you're a skilled fisher and you can catch fish extremely fast, then that's good for you. Your price will, your gold amount will increase drastically. Next, we have stone, wood, and weeds gathering. It's pretty much, I already made a video on wood gathering, but that took me like quite a long time to gather, and it takes a lot of vigor, and I mean, I usually put it up at night before I go to sleep, or I put it up during work. So it's really a semi-active income for gathering all of these. And usually one tool is 100 items, unless you have one of those statues, which gives you like 3% chance to double the resource. So in that case, I would say 120 items. And it will give you a good 100 gold per item. My math might be wrong on this one. I don't know. I didn't really do math on this one. You can just watch my other videos, which have conclusion. It just takes time to make money with this method. You could might as well just fishing instead of this. On the other hand, skinning, I also have a video on that. It's like it gets a lot of money. Skinning with 2 people, you can get loads of money. I'd say it's almost as profitable as fishing. I'd say half half of this you can make 40k, 20k around. I'd say. There's also elite dungeons you can clear once a week. For elite dungeons, you get these enhancing stones, and those stones usually go for around 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 if you do Coral Elite. I imagine those are gonna be the prices in the future. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video so far. If you've stayed all the way until the end, mad props to you, and you're a legend. Yeah.